Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Under Review. We have two big games to talk about this week, one being a Big East matchup between the Xavier Musketeers and the other between the South Carolina Gamecocks. But first, I'm Katrina Hatch.
And I'm Katera Prohaski. Let's get down to business.
This past Sunday, the UConn Huskies traveled to South Carolina to battle the number one ranked Gamecocks in an intense and harsh game. Aaliyah Edwards continued her star-studded play by getting another double-double, and with the partnership of Paige Beckers, they both totaled 40 points for the game. But unfortunately, the Gamecocks' defense was just too much for our Huskies to handle, and they forced turnover after turnover in the game. I think something that was so obvious about this game was the fatigue and the exhaustion that was building on the court. It could be seen through the poor shots and missing the shots. This is obviously a direct consequence to their short bench, but it's never shown this much. What do you think was different about this game?
We knew that going against the number one ranked team was going to be difficult, but I don't think we were expecting it to be this hard. Even Gino said they have a bunch of younger players playing college basketball for the first time, and that's something to definitely be proud of. But unfortunately, however, we have them missing that seasoned knowledge that's needed on the court, and for the first time it really affected and damaged our gameplay. Today's game against South Carolina, the Huskies played the unranked Xavier College Musketeers on Wednesday and won by a whopping 46 points, with a final score of 86-40. It's not a surprise, but the Huskies really showed off their teamwork skills during the match with impressive coordination on the court. We also watched Paige Beckers make some incredibly clean baskets throughout the game. She was definitely the star of this game, dominating the court with 20 points of her own at the final. We also witnessed freshman Kaden Samuels and Ashlyn Shade steal the show numerous times throughout the game. We all know that this is Paige's first season back following her injuries, which took her out of the game for over a year. I wanted to ask, do you think Paige has had a big influence on the freshman's player development?
100%. Paige has had influence on players since her sophomore year, but now as a redshirt junior, she inspires people to play basketball at this level. Like Ashlyn Shade and AZ Fudd, who have said that they've wanted to play at UConn to play with Paige. She makes other women athletes strive to be the best they can be and be on her level as well.
Friday, February 16th is the UConn Women's Basketball Senior Night, which we will be covering in our next episode. But some breaking news is that number 44, Aubrey Griffin, has decided to stay with the Huskies for one more year. Coach Ariyama confirmed it himself during an interview just yesterday.
You can't, because Dorka did too, and Aubrey's coming back next year, and she's doing it. So it's like everybody just wants to milk all these senior nights. Why what? What? Aubrey's coming back. Where's she going to go?
She hasn't told them that.
Well, I just told them.
How do you think Husky Nation feels about Aubrey staying one more year?
I think Husky Nation, including myself, is ecstatic. Last year, when she came back from her injury her junior year, she played 35 games and started 30. She averaged 44 assists and 50 steals and is overall a powerful player on this team. And I think to get one more year with her, we are extremely lucky. To hear more about Senior Night and upcoming Big East games like Creighton and DePaul, stay tuned for next week. Until then, I'm Katrina Hatch.
And I'm Katera Prohaski. Thank you for watching.